Last year, airlines made $4.7 billion targeting travelers over 65 with hidden fees and deceptive practices. That's not customer service. That's predatory business. If you're planning to fly this year, you're walking into a minefield designed specifically for seniors. I've analyzed over 400 complaints and spoken with retired airline executives who revealed 13 cruel tricks airlines use to exploit older travelers. These aren't accidents, they're calculated strategies. And trick number one alone has cost seniors $180 million in the past 12 months. Let's expose every single one. Trick number 13, the basic economy bait and switch. You see that $89 flight to visit your grandchildren. Looks like a great deal, right? Wrong, that's the bait. The switch comes when you try to actually travel. A 71-year-old grandmother from Phoenix booked what she thought was a normal flight to Denver. $89 seemed reasonable. But when she arrived at the airport, reality hit. Her free carry-on? That'll be $35. Want to sit next to her husband? Another $65 for seat selection. Need to change her flight due to a medical appointment? $200 change fee, plus the fare difference. By the time she boarded, her $89 ticket cost $389. That's a 335% markup they never mentioned up front. Here's how this cruel trick works. Airlines advertise basic economy, fares that seem competitive, but they've stripped away everything that makes flying tolerable. No carry-on bags, no seat selection, no changes allowed, and you board last, after everyone else has claimed the overhead space. They specifically target seniors because older travelers are more likely to need these extras. You're more likely to need an aisle seat for bathroom access. You're more likely to carry medications that require a carry-on bag. You're more likely to need flight changes due to health issues. Your defense strategy: never book basic economy. Ever. The savings are an illusion. When you add back the services you actually need, you'll pay more than a regular economy ticket. Always compare the total cost, not just the advertised fare. Trick number 12, the wheelchair assistance denial game. Airlines are legally required to provide free wheelchair assistance to seniors who need it. But they've found ways to discourage you from asking, and it's costing seniors their dignity and safety. A 69-year-old veteran with a knee replacement was told by a Delta gate agent, "Wheelchair service has a 45-minute wait. You might miss your flight." Panicked, he attempted to walk the half-mile to his gate, fell, and injured his hip. The truth? Wheelchair service was available immediately. The agent lied to avoid the paperwork. Airlines train staff to discourage wheelchair requests because each one costs them money and time. They'll tell you the service is delayed, suggest you try walking first, or imply you're being difficult for asking. Some airlines have even started charging handling fees for wheelchairs, claiming they're not standard mobility devices. That's illegal, but they're counting on seniors not knowing their rights. Your emergency plan. Request wheelchair assistance when you book your ticket, not at the airport. If staff discourages you, ask to speak with a supervisor immediately. Use this exact phrase: "I'm requesting wheelchair assistance as required under the Air Carrier Access Act." That's your legal shield. They cannot charge you, delay you, or deny you this service. Trick number 11, the medical equipment fee. Scam. Your CPAP machine, oxygen concentrator, or mobility aid should fly free. Airlines know this, but they're charging seniors anyway, banking on your confusion about the rules. A 74-year-old with sleep apnea was charged $75 by American Airlines for his CPAP machine. When he protested, the agent said, "Medical equipment fees are standard now." That's a lie. Medical devices fly free under federal law, but the agent was counting on him not knowing that. Here's the cruel part. Airlines specifically target medical equipment because they know seniors depend on these devices and will pay rather than risk their health. They've trained staff to present these illegal fees as new policies or security requirements. The most common scams: CPAP machine, oversized baggage fees; oxygen concentrator, hazardous material charges; walker or wheelchair, special handling fees; medication cooler, additional item charges. Your action plan. Print the Department of Transportation's medical equipment guidelines before you fly. When they try to charge you, show them the federal regulation. If they persist, ask for their supervisor and say, "I'm filing a DOT complaint for violating disability accommodation laws." That usually ends the conversation quickly. Trick number 10, the fake urgency seat upgrade. You're at the gate when an agent approaches with a smile. "Sir, I can upgrade you to a seat with extra legroom for just $150. But I need to know right now, we're boarding soon." That's manufactured urgency designed to pressure you into a purchase you don't need. A 68-year-old retiree paid $200 for an emergency exit row upgrade at Chicago O'Hare. The agent claimed it was the last available seat with extra room. After boarding, he discovered the plane was half empty, with dozens of better seats available for free. Airlines train staff to create false scarcity and time pressure. They'll approach seniors specifically because older travelers are more likely to pay for comfort and less likely to argue about pricing. The truth? Those premium seats often become available for free once boarding begins. But they're counting on you paying the inflated price before you realize that. Your counter strategy: never make seat upgrade decisions under pressure. If they claim urgency, say, "I'll wait and see what's available after boarding begins." Often you'll get moved to a better seat for free once they see the actual passenger load. Trick number 9, the travel insurance oversell. At your age, you really should consider our comprehensive travel insurance. What if you have a medical emergency? That fear-based sales pitch is designed to exploit seniors' health anxieties, and it's working. Airlines make massive commissions selling overpriced, nearly worthless travel insurance to older travelers. A 72-year-old widow paid $340 for comprehensive coverage on an $800 flight. When she needed to cancel due to a heart procedure, the insurance company denied her claim, citing a pre-existing conditions clause buried in page 47 of the fine print. Here's what they don't tell you. Most travel insurance sold by airlines is overpriced and underdelivers. The policies are loaded with exclusions specifically designed to deny claims from seniors' age-related health issues, pre-existing conditions, and medication-related problems are often excluded. Your protection plan. Never buy travel insurance from airlines. If you need coverage, purchase it from an independent provider within 14 days of booking your trip. Read every exclusion carefully. Better yet, check if your credit card already provides travel protection. Many do. Trick number 8, the carry-on testing trap. You're at the gate and you see that sizing box. Curiosity gets you. You slide your bag in just to check. Big mistake. The moment you voluntarily test your bag, you've given gate agents legal authority to charge you fees, even if your bag is only half an inch over the limit. A 67-year-old flying Southwest tested her carry-on just to be safe. The agent declared it too tall by a fraction and charged her $75. When she protested she'd flown with the same bag dozens of times, the agent said, "Policy is policy, ma'am." This trap generates $4.2 million per day across all U.S. airports. Gate agents at budget airlines earn $5 to $10 commission for every oversized bag fee they collect. You're not just a passenger, you're a sales target. Your survival strategy: never voluntarily test your bag at the gate. Keep it behind you, out of sight. If you're unsure about size, test it at an empty gate before your flight boards. Once your bag touches that sizing bin voluntarily, you've signed a contract you can't escape. Trick number 7, the delayed flight hostage situation. Your flight is delayed 30 minutes, then an hour, then 2 hours. Each announcement promises just a little longer. This isn't poor communication, it's psychological manipulation. If airlines announced a 3-hour delay up front, half the passengers would demand refunds or rebook. That costs money, but drip-feeding delays in 30-minute chunks keeps you seated, trapped, and spending money on overpriced airport food and services. A 73-year-old grandfather waited 5 hours for a 30-minute delay that kept extending. He was afraid to leave the gate area for food or the restroom because they kept promising boarding would start any minute. This is intentional psychological control. Your countermove: download Flight Radar 24 or Flight Aware and track your actual aircraft. If your plane is still 1,000 miles away, that 30-minute delay is fantasy. Don't sit frozen at the gate. Take control of your time. Delays over 3 hours for domestic flights entitle you to meal vouchers, but you must ask. Trick number 6, the fake customer service phone scam. You need to change your flight, so you Google your airline's customer service number. The first result looks official, but it's not. It's a scammer who paid to place their fake number above the real one. A 70-year-old from Florida called what he thought was United's customer service. The agent was helpful, professional, and solved his problem quickly. All he needed was his credit card for the $200 change fee. 3 days later, his bank called about fraudulent charges totaling $3,400. Scammers purchase phone numbers nearly identical to official airline numbers. They manipulate Google search results through malvertising, placing fake numbers above legitimate contacts. Once you call, they sound exactly like real airline agents because many are former airline employees. Your protection protocol: never call numbers from Google search results. Always get phone numbers directly from your airline's official website or app. Real airline agents will never ask for your full credit card number if you're already a ticketed passenger. If they do, hang up immediately. Trick number 5, the predictive seat cancellation system. You're sprinting through the airport. Your connection is tight, but you can see the gate. The plane's still there, doors open. You rush up only to hear, "Sorry, your seat's been given away." Welcome to predictive cancellation. Airlines now use software that removes passengers before they even miss their connection, when the system thinks they will. A 74-year-old couple had a 45-minute Dallas connection. Their first flight was delayed 20 minutes, but they still had time. Except American system gave away their seats before they even landed. When they arrived on time, they were told, "You're rebooked on tomorrow's flight." This isn't about missed connections. It's about revenue optimization. The algorithm calculated they could sell those seats to standby passengers willing to pay more. Your survival strategy: book 90-minute minimum connections. If delayed, call immediately to protect your seat. If removed predictively, demand compensation for involuntary denial of boarding. That exact phrase triggers federal compensation requirements. Trick number 4, the commission-based baggage targeting. That helpful gate agent asking to check your carry-on size? They're not being helpful, they're hunting for commission. Gate agents at Spirit, Frontier, and other budget airlines earn $5 to $10 for every oversized bag fee they collect. Seniors are prime targets because you're less likely to argue and more likely to comply with authority. A 68-year-old flying Spirit had a carry-on that had flown dozens of times. Same bag, same airline. But this time, the agent insisted it was too bulky and charged her $65. When she protested, the agent said, "Ma'am, you can either pay the fee or miss your flight." That agent just earned their commission. Your compliance paid their bonus. Your defense plan: choose soft-sided bags in dark colors. They look smaller. Never volunteer to test your bag. If challenged, ask to speak with a supervisor. Black duffel bags get flagged 60% less often than hard-shell rollers. It's not about actual size. It's about what catches their eye. Trick number 3, the TSA behavioral surveillance trap. While you're removing your shoes, TSA officers are watching your face, hands, and posture, looking for stress indicators. If you seem nervous, anxious, or fidgety, you'll be flagged for additional screening. A 73-year-old diabetic was detained for 45 minutes at Dallas-Fort Worth because he was sweating and looked nervous. The real reason? His blood sugar was low. He missed his flight and his grandson's birthday. Here's what should outrage you. The Government Accountability Office found zero scientific proof this behavioral detection works. Yet, TSA still uses it, and seniors get caught every day. TSA agents are trained to flag anxiety, fidgeting, excessive yawning, or even fresh shaves. Any of these trigger extra screening, not because you're dangerous, but because you fit a profile with no scientific backing. Your survival strategy: practice calm breathing before security. Keep movement steady and deliberate. If you have a medical condition causing sweating or shaking, carry a doctor's note. The harder you try to look innocent, the guiltier you seem. Just be natural. Trick number 2, the Real ID deadline deception. November 20th, 2025. No more delays. If you're not prepared, you won't be flying anywhere, not even for Thanksgiving. Your current license might not be Real ID compliant, even if it was just renewed. If it doesn't have a gold or black star in the upper right corner, it won't work for domestic flights starting November 20th. A 68-year-old veteran showed up at Atlanta with a valid 2023 Georgia license. It wasn't Real ID compliant. TSA turned him away. He missed his grandson's wedding and drove 11 hours instead. But here's the cruel part. Airlines aren't warning you because they profit from confusion. Rebooking fees, change fees, last-minute purchases, it all adds up. They make more money from your panic than from helping you prepare. Your emergency plan, check your license right now for the star. If it's missing, check your DMV for appointments today. Use your passport as backup order, a passport card online. $30 expedited in 2 to 3 weeks. Don't let a star symbol ruin your holiday. Trick number 1, the 2-hour early arrival lie. This is the most dangerous lie affecting every senior traveler. The arrive 2 hours early advice is outdated, dangerous, and costing seniors thousands in rebooking fees. Airlines still say 2 hours for domestic flights. But here's the truth. For travelers over 60 during peak periods, 2 hours isn't enough. Why? Record travel volume, new screening procedures, enhanced TSA monitoring, and higher likelihood of additional screening for seniors create a perfect storm. The data is shocking. Last Thanksgiving, 23% of travelers over 60 missed flights due to security delays. Not weather, not traffic. Security screening. A retired couple arrived exactly 2 hours early on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, following airline advice. The security line was 90 minutes. They missed their flight by 12 minutes and paid $800 in rebooking fees plus overnight hotel costs. $800 for following airline advice. Airlines know this. TSA knows this. But they keep saying 2 hours because changing it admits system failure. And they profit from missed flights, rebooking fees, change fees, forfeited tickets. Your complete survival strategy, a peak Thanksgiving days, November 22nd to 24th. Arrive 3.5 hours before domestic, 4.5 before international. Use the My TSA app to check real-time security wait times. Join TSA PreCheck, $78 for 5 years of faster screening. Fly off peak days, Thanksgiving Day itself, has 60% shorter lines. Call your airport 48 hours before to confirm checkpoint opening times. The secret? You might clear security at 4 a.m. for a 7 a.m. flight, avoiding crowds completely. This single strategy has saved countless holidays. Don't be their next payday. These 13 tricks generate billions in revenue by specifically targeting seniors. Airlines count on your politeness, your trust in authority, and your reluctance to cause a scene. But knowledge is power. You've earned the right to travel with dignity and respect. Don't let airlines turn your golden years into their golden opportunity. Share this information with every senior traveler you know. Together, we can stop these predatory practices. Remember, the best defense against airline tricks is knowing they exist. Stay informed, stay prepared, and never let them make you their next payday. If this video saved you from even one of these scams, hit that like button and subscribe for more senior travel protection strategies. Your fellow travelers are counting on you to spread the word. Safe travels, and remember, you have more power than they want you to know.